Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. You always catch me like adjusting right when these start, and it's because you cannot check your video when you're setting up to go live. You just kind of have to do it. And so I don't really have an accurate idea of what's happening with my hair until we're here. And here we are. Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a certified life and business coach, and I help artists, creatives, spiritual entrepreneurs, heart-centered service providers build the lives and businesses of their dreams. I've been going live every day in January to talk about things related to setting and achieving our goals. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite phrases, which is a way is not a direction. And another way we can think of this is that playing to win is not the same as playing not to lose. So a lot of times when I talk to people, and I mentioned this in a recent video about what they want, they start telling me about what they don't want. Many people are orienting their lives toward avoiding what they don't want. And so when I say a way is not a direction, the way that I want you to think about this is if there is danger and you want to move away from the danger, it is only a direction for the moment that the danger is present, right? If the stove is on and you reach your hand toward it and it's hot, you pull your hand away from the heat source. Now what? There's not a next step inevitable in a way. So it doesn't tell you where to go. It just helps you move away from the perceived pain. And if we're talking about our life, this can look like staying at a job that you don't really love and not starting the business you want to start because you don't want to lose out on having a stable income. And so the perceived pain is I don't want to run out of money. I don't want to risk not having a stable income. And you end up staying in the job that you don't really like because you believe that it is keeping you away from this perceived pain or this perceived risk. Staying in a relationship that you don't really want to be in because you think that the pain of leaving that relationship might be worse for you than the current discomfort you have of staying inside the relationship. And so you're keeping yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in order to keep yourself away from the perceived outcome that you don't want. Saying yes to things that you want to say no to because you feel like it's possible that the other person is going to be mad or upset with you if you were to say no. And so now you've gotten yourself into a situation where you have to do something you don't really want to do to avoid this potential negative outcome. So, what's the difference between toward and away? So, we just went through what away looks like. Toward would be I want to start my own business and I want to make a certain amount of money in my business. So I'm going to get very clear and very strategic about how I can create that outcome for myself. And I'm going to figure out what the steps are to get myself there. And I'm going to start taking those steps because I'm moving toward a goal. It could look like I know what kind of relationship I want to have. And I also know what kind of relationships do not work for me. And so I'm going to define clearly what I want in relationships. And I'm going to start taking steps toward finding the types of relationships and engaging in the types of relationships that reflect that and getting myself out of relationships that don't because I'm moving toward my goal. It can look like I really want to spend my afternoon working on this project that's important to me. So when someone asks me if I'm available to do something I don't want to do, I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm so sorry I'm not available because I'm putting all of my focus on this project that I'm working on and I'm moving toward my goal. Toward gives us specifics. It gives us an outcome to hit, and that allows us to create steps toward getting what we want. Whereas all away does is move us away from a perceived pain outcome. It doesn't tell us what to do next. And that's why so many people, if they're operating from an away motivation, end up feeling stuck. I titled this video, Playing to Win is Not the Same as Playing Not to Lose. And that is another way to think of towards an away motivation. Playing to win has a specific goal, it has a specific outcome. We know what playing to win in our personal life would look like. We can imagine if I'm playing to win in business, how is that different than just playing not to lose? When I'm playing not to lose, I'm on defense. I'm trying to avoid negative outcomes. All I'm trying to do is make sure the other person doesn't win, the other team doesn't win. And that is not the same mindset or approach as coming out being like, not only are we going to win, but we're going to win by a lot. Like that is the goal. Not to lose. We cannot lose by 1 point, right? We're just trying to do the bare minimum required to not lose. When we think about what playing to win would look like in our life, when you think about what playing to win would look like in your life, what would that be? What would it be in business? What would it be in your relationships? What would it be in the way that you relate to people? What would it be in your friendships? What would it be in your art? And is that different from the way that you've been operating? Are you currently making the majority of your decisions based around trying to avoid the ways that things could go wrong? Recently, one of my clients told me that their mantra right now is, what if it's all going to be okay? Our brain is really brilliant at coming up with ways that everything could go badly to protect us. And that is part of its job. It's part of what our brain has evolved to do, is to scan situations for potential danger and to help us come up with plans. Very helpful. It will come up with plans all day long for all of the ways that things could be disastrous, for all of the ways that things could go wrong, so that we can protect ourselves from these perceived threats. And that's very helpful of our brain to do, but frequently puts us in a position where we are negatively future forecasting so many situations that we walk into, instead of walking in thinking about, what are all of the ways this could go right? What are all of the ways this could be perfect? What are all of the ways this could be great for me? Yes, situations may include some challenges and some hardships, but what if it goes really well? What if I were to start this business and it goes better than I've ever anticipated, and I end up really making a positive impact with my work, and I touch a lot of people, and I am able to make enough money to buy my family a home and save for retirement, and I completely change my life, and I'm doing work I love? What are all of the ways this could go really well? We are not future forecasting in a positive way. We're not scanning for all of the ways this could go right when we're fixated on protecting ourselves from all of the ways it could go wrong. And the more we ruminate on all of the ways that things could go wrong, the more fear we create for ourselves, and the more daunting we make what we want. And we come up with a big fat list of situations we want to avoid, and then we move away from them. And so all the decisions that we're making are based on trying to avoid our own made up forecasts of ways that we could get hurt. It's not the most fulfilling way to approach life. And it's not that fun. And it tends to make us feel like we're always choosing kind of a lesser of two evils, that we're always choosing the best of bad options. What if there's more? What if there's more joy possible? What if there's more abundance possible? What if there's more love possible? What if there's more relationships possible? What if there are more collaborations possible? What if there's more? What if there are more ways it could go right than ways it could go wrong, but you can't see them right now because all of your maneuvers are evasive? So that's what I want to leave you with today, this little tidbit of just considering that away is not really a direction that works for long term, and that playing to win is not the same as playing not to lose. I would love for you to just take a little time and consider how much time you spend ruminating on ways that things could go wrong, and how many of the decisions you're making in your life currently are rooted in trying to avoid negative outcomes versus being rooted in trying to move yourself toward the positive outcomes that you really want. It's something to think about. Thank you so much for being here. It was just short and sweet today. That's what I have to say. Make sure that you hit the show notes. I've been sharing a journal that I created for you. It's still the beginning of the year. We're still in the first week of January. And so this journal is an end of year review and beginning of year planning journal. It will guide you through reviewing your business from 2023 and setting clear intentions for yourself for 2024. It's absolutely free. You can grab it in the show notes. I am also making available some very special 90-minute breakthrough sessions. I rarely open up single sessions in my calendar, usually to work together. We work together a little bit longer. But because it's the top of the year, it's a really good time to hop in a single session and to work through any blocks or stuck places, to work on your plans for this year, to outline a course curriculum or some products in your product suite, to get some clarity on things that have been making you feel stuck. If there's something you've been wanting to tackle, but you're not sure how to tackle it alone, a single session can be a really great way for us to break through some of that stuckness. And the link to book one is in the show notes. You can just go ahead and grab one on my calendar, and you'll fill out an intake form that'll let us know exactly what it is that you want to focus on in that session. Always, if I don't think I can help you with that, I'll just send you an email back and let you know that I'm not the right person for that. And I will always try to refer you out if I know someone who would be a better fit. And frequently I do, because I know a lot of coaches. I've been in this game a long time. So if it's not the right fit, I will always let you know rather than just going forward with the booking. But you'll have a chance to tell me all about what you want to work on together in that booking form. And hopefully we will have a chance to sit down together and get to know each other. I would love to support you with whatever it is that you need to make 2024 the year that you want it to be, because you deserve that support. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, love you. Bye. Oh, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. It really helps the channel. Now, okay, love you. Bye.